there is no more hiding from Siri because Siri has the receipts. Siri is now a complete interface to every bit of information that is on your phone. Messaging, notes, photos, it can read and take action on all of the data that is on your device. And honestly, it is pretty unhinged in some surprising ways what Siri can do just like this. You can now ask Siri who's been avoiding you and who has not responded to any of your messages, and it will list out the people by name. Now, I've been testing out Siri AI on iOS and iPadOS 27 for the past few weeks, and there are a few things that it can do right now that people are just not talking about. Some of them are genuinely useful, some of them are a little unhinged, all of them work. Let's get into it. Now, maybe you don't remember what you said to someone, or you don't remember if you owe that person like a deliverable, or if that person owes you a deliverable. Well, now Siri can take action and build you a brief of a conversation between you and a specific person right on your phone. It goes through your messages and your emails and gives you a summary of everything that was discussed and might be due. And here's how you do it. Build me a brief of everything I've talked about with my wife over the past week, include anything that's outstanding or anything that needs to be completed. And there you have it. Here's your brief of everything that I've talked about or everything you've talked about with your person that you identified. It tells you everything that you're looking to do, anything that's outstanding, including items that are on your reminders list that you've tagged that person in, and things that you might have discussed when you were together, and your schedule. This is either incredibly useful or slightly terrifying, but honestly, probably both. Before iOS 27, any photo that you would take of a receipt would live in the Photos app and it would die there. Well, now in iOS 27, you can take a photo of a receipt, you can ask Siri to reference the last receipt that you've taken and take a summary of it and log it into Notes and then send you an email on it. Here's exactly how you do it. Look for the last receipt inside of my photos. Now send this photo to my wife, and now you can track receipts with Snap, and there's no more hiding all those iced lattes that you're drinking. One photo, one ask, and it's done. Siri is only as smart as the data that you give it access to. So if you're like me and your receipts go to Gmail or a different address that's not iCloud Mail or not being used in the Mail app, Siri does not know that they exist. The more that you live inside Apple's ecosystem in this moment with Mail, Messages, Notes, Calendar, the more powerful all of this is going to get. So this is Siri working with the data that you have on your phone today. The more data that you give it, the more unhinged it's going to become. So if you're anything like me, you probably have multiple versions of the same document and you're really not sure what the differences are. So now in iOS, iPadOS, and macOS 27, you can use the brand new Siri app, add those documents, and you can ask Siri what the differences are. So here's how you do it. I created a folder inside of iCloud Drive called Siri App. Tap on both of these files. Please review these files and tell me what is the differences between them. And the only difference between the two files is that you should subscribe for more videos just like this one. There's no more staring and comparing line by line. Siri will do the diff for you in plain English and give you what the answer is. Contracts, scripts, proposals, anything, just add it to Siri and ask them what the difference is. Now this next one is going to be super useful because it shows you the power of Siri as a front end with Apple Notes and how everything will work together. I created an Apple Note called Michael's Dietary Restrictions, saying things that I like to eat, things that I don't like to eat, and what some of my favorite food is at an Asian restaurant. It will work for anything. But now when I'm at a restaurant, I want to go ahead and open the camera. I can take a photo of something and say, what does Michael like to eat on this restaurant? Or I can even use this when I'm ordering food. I could ask Siri, hey, I'm going to order food from this restaurant. What should I get Michael? And it will read back to me what Michael's preferences are, Michael's dietary restrictions. This even works so far as that if you were to create a contact or a note listing for a spouse or significant other, you could say things that they like, things that they prefer, what are the things that they favorite like to do. And when it rolls around to time for your anniversary or their birthday, you could say, hey, it's this person's birthday. Give me some recommendations on what I can buy them based on what they like. So really it's taking a contact's information and preferences that you save inside of Apple Notes, linking those two things together, and you're able to interact with it that way. Now that's not a feature, it is a personal chef that lives right on your iPhone. Next, you are wasting money and Siri knows it. Do you want to cut down on what you're spending for App Store subscriptions, or maybe you want to cancel that secret anime website that you never told anyone about? Well, you can ask Siri how much you're spending on a monthly basis. It will pull your receipts from either Apple Mail or from Apple Wallet. It'll tell you the apps that you're spending on and what those charges add up to in a year, in some cases, depending on what those charges are. How much money am I spending in subscriptions every month with the App Store? Provides you the answer. It gives you a summary of what you're spending and what it adds up to over a year. The number will surprise you because it surprised me. And if you want to reference this conversation later on, you can always find it in the Siri app. So for this next one, let's just say that you are a slacker. You're spending way too much time either in front of the TV app, maybe you're playing too many video games, and you want your iPad to guilt you into not watching TV or consuming content, playing video games. Well, here's what I have. Every time I open the TV app, I get a pop-up telling me, should I really be watching TV or should I be actually working? Very easy to do. All you do is go into the Shortcuts app and you tell the Shortcuts app that you want to get a push notification or a message sent to you every time that you open a specific app. And when the TV app is opened, show the alert, do you want to continue? And then it's got that text in there, should you be watching TV right now? And that's a great way for your iPhone, your iPad to be unhinged and keep you accountable. Now, it does not work on the TV because the Apple TV can't run shortcuts, but I'm hoping that's something that they fix in the very near future. Now, this next one I think is maximum unhinged. It has to do with Siri and on-screen awareness in apps. New in iOS 27, Siri knows what you are looking at when you ask it. So I can ask Siri, I have a photo here of Leo Messi, and say, Siri, have I ever been here? Siri will look at the photo, they'll look at the data that's contained within the photo, and they'll figure out whether I've actually been to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The crazy thing is that based on my calendar, I have calendar invites for all the World Cup matches, and based on a conversation thread with a friend, it knows that I have never been to Arrowhead Stadium and that we were not able to secure tickets, which is kind of crazy because you can use this if you don't know where location is, you're trying to location scout something, you want to find out what a certain plant is. It all has to do with what's on your screen, and Siri will go out to the internet and find that. Now, I'll let you decide what you do with that. So iOS and iPadOS 27 are out right now in public beta, and if you want to sign up for that, you can go to beta.apple.com. These aren't features that you have to wait for. They are sitting on your device right now. Now, if you want to find out how iPadOS 27 changed how I use my iPad Pro, go ahead and click on this video right here. Hit subscribe if you want more of this content. I'm going to keep testing and keep on reporting back to you guys, so we'll find out what actually works and what does not work. My name is Mike, and I'll catch you in the next one.